Well, hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Shawnee Godwin, and I am the founder and creator of Joy Economics, creating better ways to live, work, and play. And I'm the CEO of Communicate USA, and I am here to teach you how to use your gifts, your talents, and your stories so that you can make more money, save more time, and have a lot more fun in the process. So before we get started, I need for you to do something for me. First and foremost, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And secondly, if you're ready, come on in here and let's get started. Class is in session. So today I'm super excited to share with you something that I've learned by being in business for over 18 years. And that is the principle of building. That's right, today we are going to talk about the principle of building. And this is so important because so many of us, when we have an idea, when we have a goal, when we have a vision for something that we want to accomplish in our lives, we get so excited about that thing and we start moving toward it. And the biggest reason people fail a lot of times is because they don't give it enough time. And they don't truly understand the principle of building. I mean, let's be real. I started Communicate USA when I was 27 years old. And that was a long time ago. And foundationally, I have been building something for the last 18 years that now is something of value, something that people appreciate and depend on, and something that creates me massive amounts of income in a way that is congruent and consistent with who I am as a leader and a person, and in a way that brings me joy and complete happiness. But the road to getting here was not a linear path. No, it was a zigzaggy, seesawy path. And so essentially the principle of building is one where I need you to understand that building something is a process. And just because you don't see it take shape and you don't recognize the form in the beginning doesn't mean that you can't trust that what you're building won't stand the test of time. So, when I think of building and the principle of building a business and scaling and moving that business towards 6 figures and eventually 7 figures, I like to use the analogy of a house. So if we were building a house, you wouldn't just jump out, grab the bricks, grab the mortar, grab the tools and resources you need to build the house, and then just erect a house. No, this process would not go from start to finish, from A to Z in one fell swoop. And so many times as entrepreneurs, we are excited about our ideas, we are fired up, and we are way too impatient. The reality is, to build a house, you build it brick by brick, step by step, and it starts with a solid foundation. And so once you lay that solid foundation, you start adding to it. And the process of building is actually a very vertical process. It's not a linear path. When you look at the full design of the house, some of the bricks are ragged and rugged. Some of the bricks are beautiful and smooth. Some of the bricks are discolored, and some of the bricks are just perfect. But when you look at them in totality and when you're done with the final design, you have something beautiful and amazing that you've accomplished that not only provides good for the people that will use that house, but it also is something that is a great source of accomplishment, sure, but it is something that is very useful and valuable for those who need that house. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you 3 tips to ensure that you fully understand the principle of building, I'm gonna unpack it for you today and send you on your way so that you can get all of this goodness that is out here for you, and you can start building something great for yourself, your family, and for the kingdom of God. All right, let's go. So tip number 1 is be consistent. Oh my gosh, this is a tip that has taken me so long to master. And so as entrepreneurs, we are full of ideas. We are also full of anxiety and frustration, and we throw the baby out with the bathwater way too soon. If I had to really point to one of the things that's made me successful in business and that has finally helped me grow and scale my business over 7 figures, that principle and that concept would be consistency. I don't care whether you're growing a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, or building your business. Consistency and doing the same monotonous routine things over and over and over is how we build traction, and it's how we start to unleash and unveil the shape of that thing that we're building. So commit to being consistent this year, and you're on your way and taking the first step toward building something great. All right, so tip number 2. Tip number 2 is be patient. Oh my gosh, y'all, I have learned the principle of patience over and over and over again in my life. I remember being a little girl and getting on my knees and praying to God for all kinds of things. I had a heart for God at a very, very young age, and I would get on my knees and talk to God. And I specifically remember as a little girl praying to God to make me patient. Even as a child, I recognized how excited I was, and how impatient I was, and how I needed to learn the discipline and practice of being patient. And y'all, I think it took a long time for that to happen. I'm actually still practicing and learning and evolving in that area. But when I look at what has sustained me over the years I've been in business, for the last 18 years, I've had to be very, very patient and trust that the vision that was given to me, in fact, was accurate, and trust that I had the abilities to drive and maneuver my business there, and then just simply trust the process. I have been at this, y'all, for almost 2 decades. And in 2 decades, I have seen a lot of success, but I can honestly say God is just beginning to truly move me into the season that He was preparing me for 18 years ago. And so I'm excited about it, but I also pay honor and respect to the process that it took for me to get here. So why be patient? Gosh, y'all, patience builds so much in our lives, and it brings so much to our process if we will allow it. By being patient, we are able to learn, we are able to grow, and we are able to understand and learn lessons along the way that are of value, so that when God delivers us to our promised land, that we're able to stand in it in our full authority, and we're able to enjoy it when we get there, and we're able to do the work that He has called us to do. So being patient isn't a punishment, but being patient is necessary if you're wanting to build something great and something of value that will stand the test of time. All right, and so our tip number 3 is trust the blueprint. Listen, if God is giving you an idea, you can trust and believe that that idea will come to pass. The blueprint that He has given you is already etched on your heart, and if you're consistent and if you're patient, it will come to be. And so that blueprint is by design His idea, and by being a good steward of the blueprint that He has given you and continuing to hold it dear and close to your heart, you can trust and know that in the right time and at the right season, that thing is going to take shape, it's going to take form, and it's going to do the thing that it was designed to do. As the maker and the builder, your job is to be relentless in your pursuit of making that happen, trust the lessons along the way, and simply enjoy the process. And when you're done, you'll see that you've built something great, something of great value that will not only bless you and your family with great income, with great opportunity, but you'll be a blessing to others and be able to give and pour back to people just like you who were waiting and wanting and hoping for something great and to build something of promise and hope and of great, great value in their lives. So listen, if you enjoyed this principle of building today, I'm excited for you to get out there and start getting to work building something great. I know that you have greatness in you, and it's up to you to take that greatness and go forth and do the thing that you're called to do. And if you enjoyed this principle of building today, again, I want you to do a couple of things for me. I want you to be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd love it if you'd share this video with a friend or someone you know who is frustrated because they're building and not seeing the results that they want. And I want you to drop a comment below and let me know what is the first brick that you're gonna place on your foundation today. And come on back here next week for some more goodness as I share all my tips, my stories, my strategies, and my hacks for you as we unleash the power of who we are. We get ready to grow and scale our businesses to 7 figures and beyond. And we get ready to show up in the world as our big, beautiful, bold selves, just the way God created us and just the way you're designed to be. Hey, I'm Shawnee Godwin, and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I look forward to getting more of this goodness out here in the world and out here for us this year and beyond. Have a great week.